EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold-out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Kansas City Chiefs. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Edwards-Helaire,
a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Alexander. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Edwards-Helaire on the counter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
2-yard loss brings up 3rd and 7.
Yellow, 180. 3 butt.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Fights him off. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
Now Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Conner. And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 42.
Conner, the ball carrier.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. That one taken in by T. Higgins. 23 yards on the play.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That's taken in by Higgins. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
5-yard line.
Okay, ready? 52. 52's the left. Stay with your man. It's a safety crew.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Again, he'll target Boyd, this time successful. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Third and goal, Burrow. Forced out to his left. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd there to make the grab. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
To throw again on second down, Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on first down. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
Now here's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together. All thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Mahomes going to throw. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 38 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Harrison Butker.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Complete to
Auden Tate, 59 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
14, Chiefs 7.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. That is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Tyreek Hill. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
Harrison Butker to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A good pickup there, a 22.
First down, Bengals.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. The 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Cincinnati.
Cordero Patterson, 53 yards. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Matt Prater.
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
The ball carrier.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
At the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first, 18 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 46.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. 2nd and 12. Mahomes now to throw. Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
The Chiefs on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
For the Chiefs field goal, a 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Bengals drive about to get going. The ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game. Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
44.
On 2nd down, it's Patterson. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On 2nd down, Burrow buying time to his left. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Now Connor. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd down now. It's Connor, and he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 43-yard line. Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
8 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Let's get it.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. 20! And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. On the run, it's Connor. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Connor. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here.
32-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, but it'll be 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Carl Lawson, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now Mahomes. Got some room at the 30, and he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the 1st down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. On the move to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Offensively, they like their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here comes Edwards-Helaire on the toss right. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
The ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, as time expires in the 1st half. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Butker on for the PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC wildcard game. The Bengals drive about to get going. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Points the target, and he have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. Dancing to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On 2nd down, it's Patterson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd.
Complete to Tyler Boyd.
Tyler Boyd. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Prater lining up for the
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Pulls it in at the 13. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
The 45-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Ball carrier.
They know that old expression, it's not my night.
7-yard line.
It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the...
And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So a fake field goal run in for the touchdown. That can be a huge momentum swing.
And that's got to drive a defensive coach and a special teams coach crazy. Someone else running it in on a fake field goal when you're supposed to be alert for it. Terrific play by the offense. Not so much by the defense.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Frank Clark just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Connor. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A shotgun handoff to Patterson, and he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd down.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He's got his man, Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll toss this out right for Connor. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. 14 yards. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
At their own 21-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They trail by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Their season, to be frank, it's on the line right now in this wild card matchup. And obviously points are a must here as they begin 1st and 10. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him. And they get upfield, get that great push. And what do they create? Space. And he takes off.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
Tied at 38 all. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
First down, Cincinnati.
Ready, set, go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53.
Here's Connor. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
The ball carrier.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down now, it's Patterson. Takes to midfield, but no further, just a yard there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now, Bengals on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From midfield now, Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
On 1st down, Connor, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
2nd and 11 at the 41.
52's the mic. 52's the mic.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it, and he'll complete this one to Patterson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Complete to Cordero Patterson.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
3rd down.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Patterson on the carry. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
On the tackle.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Play action. It's Burrow. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson.
6 yards. It's 2nd down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down, Burrow. Slant pass to Boyd. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They run with Connor. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. James Conner with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Bengals 45, Chiefs 38. Matt Prater is set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Flushed out right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there. 1st down. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Mahomes to throw. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down. Got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Intercepted by the Bengals.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They start the drive with Connor. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Connor on the carry.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
At the 47-yard line.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
And there it is, that symbol that ends a game that one team loves and the other team can't stand. Taking a knee. And guess what? The visitors came in and got it done. Wild card round. First step on their way trying to get to the Super Bowl.
First step indeed. They're underdogs. We'll see if they can continue to make some noise in the playoffs, but a good first step.
Tonight's final score.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that? Being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Kansas City.